bad. Try to say what smoke will ever since will be televised. Ought to be nothing. The drugs, but the drugs lie me. Just like the drugs, the drugs. Got this uploading. Fucking cunt. Well, there you go. Because of the horrible quality, I finally did Rick. I did Rick Wiles. I'm defeated, by the way. I just, yeah. I'm defeated. I don't wanna exist. No life, baby. With a love is ready to 15 minutes of shame. No life, baby. With a that's pointing outside Christians out of suicide. I'm grabbing my bullshit. God. Oh, man, what a sludge fest I just had to deal with, man. It's not to be nothing. There we go, just had all this stuff. I just gotta let that upload. I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. But the drugs like me. I don't like the drugs. Rolling our soul is filled with dope, and we're feeling fine. Our soul and our filled with dope, and we're feeling fine. Our soul and we're filled with dope, and we're feeling fine. They like the drugs, but the drugs like me. I don't like the drugs, Kitty, big boy. The drugs, but the drugs like me. Like the drugs, but the drugs like me. I don't like the drugs. Oh my god. I really need to just decompress. Well, I just had to go through for 2 hours. 2 hours of just ugh. Drugs, but the drugs like me. No, my baby, oh my me. I still feel defeated right now, man. I am still feeling defeated. I really want to drink, to be honest. I should have gotten one before I started this, honestly. I should have just, got that and came back. Then I started the stream because, honestly, I'm just, man. What are you even talking about, bro? I don't care. I don't care. I'm in that mood right now. I'm just don't care. Don't care at all. Oh, man. It took, like, such a fat rip during the show that I was doing that I just, like, coughed my lungs. I was like, God. Rick, you're killing me. Is this the end? Please, this be the end.
500 pages, which I sent to the RCMP, the Attorney General of Canada, and the FBI. Fantastic story with Dr. Matthew Arngard tonight on Ground Zero. PhD in neurobiology and behavior from Cornell University. We're very grateful to have him here tonight on TI Day, targeting individuals. And as I said before, we're looking at a time with the changing of the laws, red flag laws, behavior laws, behavioral economics, all these things that are happening, and the social credit system they're proposing. We're going to be seeing a lot of people become targeted individuals where they'll lose their lives, they'll lose their livelihoods, they'll lose their life, liberty, and their ability to own property. It's going to be a very interesting time if we don't speak up against this sort of legislation law. 877-733-1011. That's 877-733-1011. Back with more from Dr. Matthew Arngard right here on Ground Zero.
I don't think that anybody is actually trying to propose that right now. Also, they can do that anyway under the wraps of social media. So it's not like they really are doing it as it is. I mean, China's just being blatant about it, but... What is all that beeping? I'm hearing a... Is that radio? Is there like something going on with that radio?
Labor Day weekend, a time for barbecues, gatherings, and last-minute getaways. It's also big for shopping, as you know, and vehicle shopping. Mike Barrett here. Did you know Oregon was the first state in the U.S. to make Labor Day an official holiday? We've always been pioneers like that.
Alright, who's bitching? Alright, what puss is bitching?
They are the pioneers of
Aww, hi Bandito.
one price philosophy changed the way people buy and lease new and used vehicles. Consider that Wilsonville Toyota sold more new Toyota vehicles than any other Oregon dealership in 2017 and again in 2018, according to Toyota North America. And it isn't just the one-person, one-price system. It's the experience, the total transaction, things like trade value, finance rates, protection products, accessories, fees, and of course, your valuable time. This Labor Day weekend, experience it for yourself. Wilsonville Toyota.
You really want to go out and come back in and see some food?
No bull.
Super Bowl. Yeah. Keep hearing that consistent beep. It's annoying. Ooh, sweet boy. Such a sweet boy, Bandito. Enjoying the thunderstorms outside, buddy? Saw you running around outside. I don't even... How'd you even get out? How'd you even get out, buddy? Little sweet boy. Because the thunder was coming down. Especially on you, boy. Bringing on the thunder, huh? Bring on those thunder thighs. Oh, little sweet boy. God, you're shedding everywhere now, dude. Well, that beeping is definitely not the radio, but where it is I can concur it's annoying.
Bought the house before they even put it on the market. See how you can get your home sold quickly.
Oh, it's this thing, isn't it?
29andgone.com.
Oh!
That's 29andgone.com and tell them Lars
For some reason, that phone's been on this entire time. That's weird.
Portland is back, and it's our biggest year yet. Open wide for 4 full days of drink-defining chefs. Remarkable flavors.
Just a sweet boy, Bandito.
September 12th through 15th. Get all the details at KXL.com.
Negrology.
This is Ground Zero on FM News.
Dude, I did Rick Wiles. It's uploading. As we speak, it be uploading, dude. And all I can say is, I'm a defeated fucking man. I am a defeated fucking man right now. I went out to the range today. Oh, nice. That sounds pretty legit, honestly. Oh, man. Forgive if I feel just dead, because, honestly, I am dead. I'm dead inside. I'm just like, I'm dead inside. Deliriously dead inside. To break in 5.45 to receiver, I have about 120 rounds or so of Bulgarian bulk surplus rounds for it. Damn. Got to break in the new 5.45 receiver, so I just put in a bunch of 120 rounds Bulgarian bulk surplus rounds, specifically. Defeated sounds good. I mean, it's what's going to be uploaded later that's going to be good about it. See, this is the foreshadowing to what's going to be seen for you guys live. Afterwards, it will be afterwards. It will be like the post foreshadowing. But right now, I am definitely, like, my brain has melded into, like, the consciousness of Rick Wiles. Libnar is destroyed. Libnar? What the fuck? Oh my god. That's another one. I haven't heard that one yet. Libnar. That one's more amusing to me than anything, but right now a lot of things are amusing. Like, I'm just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I just feel dead and defeated. Rick Wiles, he destroyed my brain. Like, there was just so much that was just like, I think out of the entire time, like, literally, I'll give you guys this. At one point, I literally was just starting to psychoanalyze his suit. Like, there was just a moment, I just spent, I don't know how long, to be honest, but I just spent just a while just psychoanalyzing his suit. I was just like, there's just no way. It's just like, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't even know how to respond to this anymore. You know what? I will say this, your suit isn't going too bad. But that stupid little pin on your fucking suit, stupid little Christian cross pin. In New York, they stick their finger, rest of your away for 10 months. Wait, what? Damn, son. Grocery stores will not save you urbanites if a cataclysm happens. Yeah. Grocery stores definitely won't. I kind of have the leeway because I have access to it because, you know, I work at one. But, like, that ain't going to stop or help me by any metric, really. Go get the cheap Romanian WSR 10. I looked that up to see what gun that is, but I don't have a spare phone to look that up with. Or Ruka 224. Encouraging Jimmy to get himself a firearm, I see. Gotta be a proper American and get yourself a firearm. You see, you talk about the proletariat. Well, you got to be a proper one to get yourself a firearm, boy. It's a cheap Romanian stamped sheet steel Kalashnikov copy. Sorry, I'm so quiet right now. I want firearms, but I live in my room with my mom. Not a safe situation. Sorry. I'm not gonna question what that meant, but I will just be like, sometimes, like I want one, but there is a part of me that thinks that's not a good idea considering, people I live with. So it's just like, sometimes, like there's definitely a potential. I want to be like what that meant, but I know your world anyway, so it's just like that can mean anything. Exactly. Yeah, some people are just are not going to be safe around them. I don't trust Robert to have a fucking gun. He's more likely to shoot himself than anything. So, like, no. Like, I mean, like, if I did, it would be locked away and he wouldn't know I had one. Like, I will still be talking about how I want one, even though I might have one. Like, because he's not in here, I would mention on stream I do, but, like, if I do, but I don't. But if I do, if he happens to be in, I'm not gonna make a little peep about it. I could be like, yeah, it'll be like if you mention like, what about the one you got? Like, no, that's the one I want to get, and just be like, shut the fuck up, it's because like I don't want him knowing, because if he tries to find it, I don't want him to. I need a safe setup. Yeah. Facehagen used to live in the town of Boomer and C and Day. That was where he bought all those guns, namely the one he pointed at TJ. Oh, jeez. I am kind of curious about Fake Sagan's side of that, because I remember seeing something about that and seeing the original clip, and I vaguely remember hearing TJ's side about that when I looked into that, but I don't really exactly remember what, I know he was like drunk as fuck or something like that, and or something, but I don't know. But she killed TJ. Oh, oh. Oof. I was watching the whole thing live. Damn. I remember Sliz Risto. I remember seeing that, yeah. So I remember seeing clips of that, because some dude, like, I looked at some wiki page. I don't think, it wasn't Wikipedia. It was some other wiki, I forgot the name of it. But, it mentioned that specifically and had actual, like, links of this dude who made a video, like, literally in, like, 2007. Somehow still on YouTube. That video, and showed various different clips from that to the pointing the gun at TJ, various different Everclear shots. I think at one point they made out or something like that. I don't know. It looked like a very absurd drunken cabal. Honestly, it's just like, good God, like why did any of them have like weapons in general? Like a god. That could have turned so far worse. They were shooting Everclear. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Ridiculous. There's a fucking fly in here. I'm about to commit some, like, insect terrorism on this bitch. They made out. Fake Sagan held the gun in his own head with a loaded chamber, finger on the trigger. In his drunken charade, he could have accidentally pulled it. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking people who just saw you kill yourself. And now that's on the internet. Jeez. Yeah, that could have been seriously bad. I mean, it seems like he's definitely far more responsible with guns now, but at the time, I probably would have felt different about him on that. But, it seems like he's obviously not doing shit like that anymore, and seem more like a one-off instance. But still, it's just like, what the fuck? Puts the responsibility of owning them into question if you're doing crazy shit like that. Like, when it comes to, like, gun ownership and responsibility of it. Like, you know, just playing around, putting a gun to your head is seriously, like, an irresponsible thing. And it's like, yeah, you probably shouldn't have them if you're playing around with the idea of suicide with them, putting it up against your own head or some shit. Like, I actually remember, like in freshman, middle school, or maybe sophomore year even, I remember seeing, like, this post of some dude who bought a gun. And it was just, like, he had, like, 4 or 5 pictures. And there was one picture where he had it. It was, like, 22 Ruger, like, 10-22. And he had one where he's just, like, like, had it, like, up against his head like this, because it was, like, a carbine-sized rifle. It was about, probably, yay long, if anything. You know, most of it was a buttstock and then, you know, short barrel. But he had it, like, you know, like that. It's just like, dude, that's, like, an instant way for you to get your gun revoked. Have you ever seen the Schwabi suicide video? The kid in a mask live streams on Facebook or whatever, presses a shotgun to a forehead, head explodes. 4 or 5 minutes later, his parents go home and enter the room. You could hear his parents screaming when they find his... Jesus Christ. I have not seen that video. I've seen a lot of suicide videos, but that one I haven't. I mean, I've seen shotguns, you know, up against people's heads and what that's done. So I can imagine, you know, I can imagine what that did to his head. Like, I remember the incident where I think there's this guy who had AIDS. He took his truck with his dog, too, and, like, did it, and, like, basically, like, hijacked a chunk of, like, I-5 or, like, a big freeway in LA or some shit. And tried to torch his entire vehicle with him in it. He couldn't stay in it, so he got out, got a shotgun out, and then, you know, obviously, you know, shoots himself in the head with it, and, well, his whole entire head explodes. Like, literally the only thing left of his head was probably, like, maybe this much of his face. So it may be, like, his bottom jaw, maybe, and then, like, a little bit of the base of, like, the bottom of his head, but pretty much everything else was gone. So it's just like, oh, well, that's what a shotgun does to a man's head. It, like, goes bye-bye, and it's, like, all gone. The whole cranium of his head just flies off. Yeah. This kid with some memester on 4chan and whatnot. Yeah. 4chan is really, honestly, like, it's a place where it should be more like, like, there are definitely people on there that really, honestly, just need help, if anything, because sometimes there's people like that, you know, who are suicidal and are willing, even, you know, willing to show the world that, you know, they're going to kill themselves and shit. So it's just like, you know, that's just kind of how I see it, you know, like, a lot of those people just simply need fucking help. But, just go unheard. America's mental illness, exactly. Like, if anything, like, what I see 4chan as a representation of is the representation of, like, a lot of the unseen mental illness that is in America's society. And honestly, that isn't inherently bad, but, and that's not even really begrudging 4chan in itself. It's just that, you know, these are people who tend to be outcasts, you know, for lack of better words, and tend to be very prone to mental illnesses. And again, you know, having a mental illness isn't a bad thing, but to have it untreated and to have it get worse over time is what's the problem. And it's not really the fault of the person themselves who has it. It's really the fault of just just letting it get forgotten and then just get worse, which is really more a systemic issue, not really the fault of the person with it. They didn't choose to have those mental illnesses. I mean, they also didn't choose to be in the environment that they grew up in to develop it. About a month ago, my old neighbor, some little kid found a pistol in his grandmother's purse and brained himself accidentally through an eye, all over local news. Yeah, and honestly, that grandmother should be held accountable, too, to be honest with you. Like, she probably shouldn't have a gun, because she was irresponsible where she just had a gun just, you know, just laying around in her purse. And then a curious little kid is like, huh, what's this thing? Has no idea what the fuck it is, and kills himself. Unintentionally. So it's just like, You know, that's why, you know, gun ownership responsibility is something I really heavily, you know, urge on. Because it's like, a lot of gun deaths aren't really because of mass shootings. It's because of shit like accidents or people getting access to them to harm themselves, or or to intend harm on like usually a specific person or specific people. It's not usually off of these mass shooting rampages. Those are still a problem, but it's because overall the issue is the accessibility and the irresponsibility of the fact that people who do own them have very lax, responsibility on making sure that some people don't have access to their firearms. Like, it is the responsibility of a gun owner to make sure that their firearm does not go in the hands of anyone else but them or somebody that they trust, which usually is going to be with them at the range or some shit. Like, pretty much under very rare circumstances should that gun be in anyone else's hands. Just Lee Peterson. Oh, God. For some reason, Bandit loves sitting right in front of that door. It's like guarding the door. And not that it was a good thing because we could be stuck in Africa somewhere. What a goof. What a goofball. Overall, slavery was a bad thing, but to say that there are variables within it and certain specifics about it that were, by consequence a positive, that's one thing to say, but to be like, it was a good thing overall, in long-term stuff. It's just like, no, it wasn't. Slavery inherently is just not good, period. Like, there's variables within it that can be good because there's like things like regulated, like, breeding and shit like that, and so you can make sure that the genes that you want in your slaves get passed on. So there's definitely variables that are into play, but overall it's just still really it's not good. It's no bueno. I think JLP would go on Jerry if offered. He lives in LA after all. Yeah, that's true. That'd be really interesting. That'd be a really interesting show, to be honest. I wonder how long it would last. I'm hoping at least 2 hours. At least 2 hours. I'd love it to at least be 2 hours, if anything. The Skepto community is focusing all their anger on that climate change kid in the sailboat in Sweden. Or from Sweden. So some kid who understands what climate change is and is concerned about it on a sailboat addresses it, and they're all angry at it. Just go fuck them. How fucking pitiful and how fucking low do you have to go? Like, you can disagree with the issues, but you're going after a fucking kid over it? Like, fuck you. The girl who's doing UN speaking and whatnot. So what? Like, I like, maybe I'm an outlier, but I really don't care that a kid is doing a UN speak. Like, if the kid actually, you know, is addressing, like, actual issues and shit, then okay. You know, there are kids out there that are pretty bright. At the same time, there's plenty of dumb knucklehead kids, too. But either way, so what? Like, who gives a fuck? Oh my god, really? How fucking pedantic. It's like, oh, climate change? Oh, even though you're like a little kid, oh, how dare you? Oh, stupid. Oh, just a stupid little child. Oh my god, how dumb of you. Your parents are indoctrinating and brainwashing you. Oh my god. The family unit is dying. Ah! This kid's autistic and says weird things, so Paul Joseph Watson made a compilation for saying weird things and stuttering. And you can make a compilation of me doing stuttering and weird shit because, you know, like I'm partially autistic and shit. I mean, you can make a compilation of anyone's goofs and gaffes. That's why there's compilations of Joe Biden and shit and Trump. Because they make goofs and gaffes. People make goofs and gaffes. That's kind of the whole key point. Like, it's not a gotcha because the kid, you know, says weird things from time to time. Or stutters. I feel so defeated. I just feel like destroyed right now. I'm just like, damn, murked. It's like, ugh. Woo! Man, today was just something. Like, overall, it was a good day. But man, when I did that show on fucking Rick Wiles, jeez, that did it in for me. That, like, just murked my ass. Just put me down on my place. At this unbelievable pace. Because my mind is now in a haze. At least I was able to do a little bit of a rap, I guess. I love a freestyle. Even though I can't do it, and I won't. Even though I do it sometimes. It's contradictory in myself. Man. I kind of want to see what the status is on that video right now. That's pretty much just like what I'm thinking about. It's like, what's the video status? What's that? How's it going? Because it said about like 25 minutes when I first started this, so it might be processed and about ready to upload in it here in a bit if the time's accurate. So, man. What a doozy. What a doozy that show was. Oh my god. I'm still just processing that a little bit because it's because of just how much. Like, I think I eventually just skipped at least one thing for sure because I was just like, I just can't take all of this. I got so much more. Just like, I can't do this. It's just like I can't. No way. Oh, man. It was pretty brutal, though. It's pretty brutal. Stoner Rock Festival starts tomorrow. I got to drive 4 hours into Tennessee. Oh, shit. That sounds like it'd be a fun little time. Oh, many pleasant trips and psychedelic adventures. Because I know that's most likely what you're going to be getting involved in. Psychedelic adventurous trips. Oh, dude, you should have been on the stream last night, dude. I'm sure you saw it by now, but dude, there was like hardcore fucking thunderstorms that was happening. Like, it was insane. Like, insanely loud and just like... Like, it was crazy, dude. You know, Weed Eater, Stoner Sludge from NC, they'll be there. My boss knows the guys. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I don't know if you know the band Cake. When I went up to get my check from work, my coworker was listening to him, and she was like, you know my tattoo artist who has done my tattoos? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he just did like some of their tattoos for them. And I was just like, dude, that's fucking awesome. He's like, I know, fuck that guy, but I love him too. Just like, damn. It's like, I would be jealous of that. It's just like, man, like, yeah, you should have, like, I'd be like, dude, hit me up. I'd want to meet him for a little bit. You know, not to intrude on them, but they're not going anywhere for a while if they're getting tattoos done, so might as well say hello and be like, you know, just talk with them. Not to, you know, like, be like, come over, you know, don't go that route, but, you know, be like, just chat with them and shit. It'd be like, you know, I shake your hand and give you a hug and stuff, but you're obviously busy, so, you know, I just want to chat or whatever. But, like, I'd be like that, you know, just be like, hey, what's up? Didn't know you were here. I come here all the time for my tats. Shit. Might as well say hi since you guys are here, you know. Have a little chat and, you know, kind of know what the perspective is, you know, being a musician of Cake, you know, from their perspective, you know, might as well. And usually, like, when I go to shows, like, most bands I've ever met and talked with, they're always, like, down to just chat with fans of their, who love them and stuff, you know, and love their music and art. They're always down to just be like, you know, hey, I'm willing to chat with you, if you like my music, you know, and all that. Yeah, Little Bandit is guarding Little Door, he loves that.
With the cats, they set that right in the door.
I know.
You close the door.
I just feel like defeated now because I just did like a...
Well, the band's officially Oregonian.
Yeah, I just did a whole thing on Rick Wiles. This crazy, like, evangelical pastor who's like an anti-conspiracy dude, like, believes like Jews literally run the world and New World Order and shit. Crazy dude. Yeah, I know. He's a really he's a TFG. I just spent like 2 hours just having to like do a deep dive on his ass and oh my god. Like, eventually, like, I know at one point, I just started, like, analyzing his suit. Like, being like, you know what? I'm going to give you credit on your suits. And I went back, you know, I don't even remember, but I think I went back, I looked at his other suits. I'm like, you know, you do have an aesthetic about your suits that I do appreciate, because you always have, like, this good pattern, good colors to complement, you know. It's just like, near the end, I was like, like, your suit, you know what, your suits, you know, they look okay. You know, they're nice, I guess. It's just like, I suppose, you know, but it's just like, man, it was just like, yeah,
I can't believe it lucked out of the DMV.
I know, that was kind of funny hearing that one. You get your whole ticket thing, and then you go for another.
Yeah, you go in there and just like, oh, you have to go to the DEQ first. So I drive up to the DEQ, and I come back.
The number that you got already still wasn't even called, so you didn't have to wait that long.
Yeah, it's just like, oh. I gotta wait like 10 or 15 minutes before my number is called. I don't believe it.
Honestly, I've always been lucky with DMVs. I always hear stories about them, but every time I'm there, for some reason, I've always seemed like I get lucky. Because it's never really that bad. The longest I've ever had to wait was probably like 30 minutes, maybe.
Yeah, I go in there, couldn't find a parking spot. I had to park out on the street. And
Yeah,
just like,
I know there was
oh, crap, and this guy comes up. I'm not waiting. You want my ticket? I'm just like, sure. I go to the information guy and just like, I need to get Oregon plates.
Yeah, all that stuff because of the van.
He's just like, oh, you got to go to the DEQ first, and it's like, oh crap. So I go up to the DEQ.
Deal with all that shit and come back.
Deal with that, yeah. Come back. My number hadn't been called yet. I'm just like, I don't freaking believe it.
Yeah. I know there was one time where I was with Logan because I think he was renewing his license. This was like years back, and we had it was like an hour and a half wait if we stayed there. So we were just like, well, what can we do, at this point? So we found this like park and just like, and then found like this group of dudes who were smoking a J and stuff, and ended up just chatting with them for like a whole hour, and then they had to go somewhere else. And when we came back, we ended up waiting only like 20 minutes. So it ended up even if we end up having to wait a long time, we all somehow we always get lucky and it never ends up being a bad experience. I know I'm pushing my luck because I know there's gonna be one time I'm gonna have a shit experience and it's gonna be just awful, and it's just gonna be like the worst thing ever.
I was pretty sure when I got back, it's just like, oh, I'm gonna have to wait, take another ticket, wait for freaking ever. And I get there just like.
Oh, it's like a pleasant surprise.
Just like, I got number 407.
And it's still at like $3.99 or some shit,
Exactly, it was at $3.99.
Oh, well, hey, I just was guessing, but hey, there you go.
Cool. I haven't been called yet.
Dude, that's honestly pretty legit, though.
And I was figuring there would be some other issue that came up, but they're just like, no.
No. Everything all was cleared out. I like that shit.
New plates.
It's always like
my title's going to arrive at the speed of government in about 4 weeks.
Hey, that seems actually a pretty good time though. 4 weeks. Usually doesn't take shit. Take like 6 to 8 weeks or whatever. Sometimes longer.
Yeah, it should take like.
It took a while. Yeah, it should honestly. Like even for passport shit, it shouldn't take more than a month. Like I know for our passports, it took like at least 3 months or something like that. I think the processing to actually get them was like that, but for at least the papers all in order. But the actual physical things I think came in like within 2 months or something. I don't know, but it was quite a while. At least it felt like that. But
yeah, I think they came fairly quickly.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying.
As far as
either we're just been kind of lucky with shit like this right now, and talking about is pushing it or something, pushing our karma with that. But I don't know. But it just seems like, hey, if things are moving quick with this, I'm alright with it. I ain't complaining. Tulsa didn't make a debate. Boo! Boo! And yet, dumb fucks like Cory Booker are on that stage. Boo! Dancy pole rigging, boo!
Yeah, I can't believe I lucked out at the DMV. But I got her done, so
got her done. Trump's getting reelected. Dude, honestly, man, the more the early primary season goes on, the more it's looking like that to me, dude. It really is. And honestly, a part of me is just like, oh, God. I don't even care. But another part of me is legitimately terrified. But another level of me really doesn't care anymore that he would be there for 4 more years. It's like, oh, great, more goofs and gaffs. All right. It's not like those goofs and gaffs will go away if he's gone. He's still going to be talked about. He still won. So it's just like, nothing really, ends of that. But the whole aspect of, like, him getting reelected in itself is, like, definitely far more realistic as it goes on. Mike Gravel didn't make the second debates. Tulsi Gabbard isn't making these third ones. I hope it happens. Just for entertainment's sake, I'm prepared to pull the ripcord of America at any time. I mean, my embracement is just like when it happens, I embrace it. But I'm not really like actively willing to accelerate it, I guess, per se. I'm just like, but if it happens to accelerate by proxy of my principle, then fine, whatever. So be it. But, yeah. American collapse, I'm kind of yearning for it. And honestly, it's just because a lot of America's just going to look very third world for quite a while. Very second, third world-like. While other nations rise into the first world. So it's just like, you know, it'll take time for us to kind of measly work our way back up. If we ever, you know, like, get ourselves out of it. Nuck Fires. Oh, man. I wonder how Stefan's going to react to Tulsi not making the debates. I wonder if he'll actually kind of see that, I don't know, the DNC does rig the debates and they've been rigging it. I mean, dude, the whole thing about Mike Gravel not making it when he met the requirements. And now Tulsi's the same way. Because they don't meet the qualified polls. Like, that's definitely one thing I really do disagree with him on, man. It's just like, come on, dude. Like, just drop them. Like, you know, like, just to vote for Bernie, like, you know, that's why I'm staying in it because of the stupid close primary state situation I'm in. But if he don't make it into the primary, then I'm not voting at all. But if he does, well, yeah, I am. But beyond that, you know, I ain't gonna mean nothing. And if you don't make nomination, I ain't voting. And it's not my fault that I don't. It's the fault of the system in itself. Which is why I hate this voter blame bullshit. This is like, oh, why don't you vote? I don't know, because it's the fault of, you know, the politicians in the system in itself that disenfranchise actual constituents and voters that who normally would participate but don't have any actual genuine representation in politics because of the dichotomy system that's been put in place. Oh, but you know, you're just not conceding, you know, compromising to their ideas and stuff because, you know, you're just too radical and your ideas actually are the extreme ones, you know, and you shouldn't actually believe in those ideas. You need to you need to just, you know, concede to these things, you know, because we need to take things pragmatically. We need to think on a more moderate centrist perspective. It's like, fuck you. How about no? How about I stick with my own principle about what I think you know, all my view is, and unless there with evidence and data or research or over time I decide to change my views, that's on my own accord. But it's not because you specifically, you know, tell me that. So fuck you and go away. You know, it's just like, I don't care. Like, you know, you're not gonna, like, no argument's gonna convince me to vote besides the politician. The one who's trying to get my vote. I don't need it from another one. I don't need it from another voter. Because I don't care if they vote or not. Tired as fuck, bro. I haven't slept in 2 days. What the fuck? Why haven't you been sleeping? What are you doing, bro? Staying up all night like a fucking freak? 2 nights in a row? Crazy ass bastard. Yeah. Weed and tea. Tea and weed. Good stuff. Ugh, man. I had to go to the second draw at 9 a.m. Got 2, had a 4-hour break, spent take a car to get oil change, so I walked in the range, and I had to go walk 2 from first job, 6 to 11. It's my out officer off. Oof. Brutal, dude. Damn. That is pretty brutal, man. The fucking quality of life we have to endure in this stupid system is just fucking insane. And there's not much we can do besides just kind of tough it out and go with it in a lot of ways. Gotta pick up my car tomorrow morning. Drive for 5 hours. Oh my god. Wow. Crazy shit, dude. Man. Pulled a lat muscle beneath the shoulder on the back from pulling pizzas in and out of an all-time night. Ouch. Yeah, there's some nights, you know, from doing a lot of lifting and a lot of moving around dishes and shit, and sometimes I'll kind of be like, you know, kind of looking down like this. So, you know, you can imagine, you know, the slight position a lot of times is not going back. So that's why I do a lot of stretches and stuff, because, especially on the back, because, you know, I know keeping that position for a lot of times is really not good. So I always try to get self-conscious about my own posture just because of that shit. But, yeah, because over time, that, you know, will just, sometimes will create tensions, like, either on this side or on this side of my back, and just like, right in between the shoulder blades. That's usually where I get it, and it's just kind of like, ugh, terrible. It doesn't really last more than, like, a day or two, but still, it's hard to get out. You just kind of have to sleep it off. I really got one right now, but, like, I can definitely tell there's still some tension, but it's definitely nowhere near as it used to be right now. Not y'all. We weren't really hearing much in the first place, boy. Jimmy is now exiting gate C3. Jimmy Wimmer! Wibby Jesperer. The Poop Clan unit. Poop Clan unit, the Poop Clan unit. Hell yeah, yeah. Man. I'm starting to, now that I've like kind of had an hour to now just like settle from all that shit I had to deal with Rick Wiles now. I'm now starting to get my brain to kind of like reactivate itself a little bit. It's like, stimuli now. We can try to stimulate ourselves. We were just beaten down to a pulp, but I think we can get back up. You know, it's just like, alright, we'd be good. I think I'll play a musical tune. Add a few little extra kicks to it. A few little extra kicks and beats. Where's my pick? There you are, buddy. There you are, buddy boy. Nah. God, I hate this fucking chair. Okay, whatever. Comfortable enough. I'm assuming you saw the furry guy on Twitter that had his both hands amputated. What the fuck? What the really? What? This is viral tweets in for Twitter. Shit. I mean, I haven't actually really browsed on Twitter besides Rick Wiles' Twitter today, so I generally was oblivious to something like that. Fuck, dude. Seriously, what happened? Fuck. Seriously, dude. What happened? Did he just like do that, or did his hands get fucked up? So let's just go ahead. They posted in both hands were necro and swollen. Announced he's about to get him both amputated. Holy shit. So it's necrotic and shit? Wow. Later, he posts pictures after surgery, refuses to disclose the reason of the injury / whatever. Wow, really? Just refuse. I mean, you know, I do respect his, like, the privacy, you know, like, you know, I'm sure it's personal, but I mean, still, inquiring minds want to know at least how. We're not going to say why or what the fuck happened. It's been rumored, speculated that he intentionally frost burned them with dry ice and have an amputated because he wants paws. He's a paw fetishist, apparently. Oh. What? I don't think the transhumanist, like, paw implants are a thing, bro. I'm sorry. The big reason for speculation is the fact that in his videos posted since surgery and whatnot, he seems to be in normal, good spirits. Weird. That right before the amputation, and demeanor, some guy showing off his new bong. Weird. I have just a lot of questions, I guess you can say, because I I don't know what do I say to that? I really don't know what to say. Like, I mean, if there's only speculation, so we can't really say that he wanted that. But at the same time, everything kind of it's just like, I don't, what? That's just really, like, I don't get it. What the fuck? What? I don't know, dude. I really... I mean, I really don't really know what to say to that one. starting to find out much amount of comedy is just the art of making shocking, usually offensive vertical statement. Wouldn't that just be like shock comedy at that point? But, I mean, comedy doesn't really have any like restrictions on who it makes fun of. So, I mean, comedy can be racially offensive, it can be family friendly, it can be really benign to very controversial. It can be various different things. Comedy could go, you can make a comedy of or a satire of anything really. But honestly, I see a lot of that more in the 90s with people like Carlin and shit, honestly, because they're like, I mean, I saw a lot more shocking or offensive, like vulgar statements, you know, from comedy from that era more so than today. Off here. Burn the Amazon rainforest. We need more McDonald's. It's the only way. Damn right. Need to build my McDonald's. Burn the trees for more burgers. At the $1 menu. I need my extra saucy Big Mac on $1 menu. Trees of fire, Let's go when I'm blaze. Great American food. Here, let me see if I can make lyrics out of this. Bernie Amazon first from McDonald's. It's the only way. Great American food. Let me see if I can make something out of that. Bernie Amazon Rainforest. Fuck. Forest. What can I use for that? Maybe I could just withhold that one. We need McDonald's. Bezos. Should I put Bezos in it? Hold on, I want to see if I can make lyrics out of the chat. So I'm just like, I'm gonna use like y'all as a basis right now. Maybe, let's see if we can make like a little Doomsy song or some shit. Bernie on song right for like I'm probably gonna replace McDonald's with something else. Like we need more fast food. That'll just be more simpler because I could probably do like Great American food, maybe do something different. It's the only way. Food. For some reason, I'm having trouble with it. Great American food. Hold up. I'm straight up gonna use at least this little chunk here. So remove fast food. Poor Bandit, he's just picking his poor ass up. Oh, that poor little guy, little furball. Fast food. The American Doom is the only way. Great American food. There we go. Actually, I figured something out on that one. I don't believe in healthy, unhealthy. I don't believe in that. President Donald Trump the Great. I like to nickname him Bob, the big orange bastard. I mean, I can't really say I claim to originate it, but when I heard that, I was just like, I'm doing that. Great American Doom. It is the only way. Great American food is the only way. Lower the minimum wage. Lower the minimum wage. President Donald Trump the Great Bob. Big orange bastard. PDTTGB. Alright, hold up. I'm going to do the acronyms here. PDTTGBOB. President Donald Trump the Great Big Orange Bastard. Donald Trump, the big orange bastard. President, God emperor. Chicken McNuggets are shaped like Donald Trump's haircut. I wouldn't be surprised. Or is Donald Trump's haircut like the shape of the Chicken McNuggets? Because I think that's probably what the case is. I can't get higher than that. God damn it on this one. Hold up. Where would he? Okay, it'll be right there. What the fuck did I just do there? Is that it? Is that really? I guess that was. I guess it was that, just like... It's like an Eagles of Death Metal song. Oh, really? You know, I haven't really listened to too much of their songs, so if it actually does sound like it, that really is honestly by coincidence. Getting good? Well, I hope so. I've been playing this for quite a while now. I've been playing it for quite a while now, son. I hope I'm getting good. Just hear like a little, you know, like a little ding is fucking, like that. Yep, that's right, son. I'm playing for some time now. I hope it didn't get damn good, I tell you what. Stylistically. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely got, like, a style that I kind of keep around towards. There's definitely, like, a bluesy, country-ish vibe and style that I kind of play with. But it's not, like, outright. You know, there's just a lot of that influence involved into it. Or at least just, I don't know if that's intentionally or not. It's something I've been noticing. There's definitely like this bluesy-esque, like, vibe that comes with it. Even if I'm doing something like this. Like, if I do some, like, random little solo work on it, I can easily make it bluesy. I mean, even that had a very bluesy vibe with it, and most of it's kind of like this funk vibe. Like, there's more of a funk thing going on more than bluesy, but even then, there's like, unintentionally, if so, like, I can't help but get the blues into it too. Because, you know, it doesn't really seem like it, but I really do fucking love the blues, dude. Like, I do. Like, I mean, I got a few blues albums I try to go to the Blues Fest every year that happens in Portland. You know, like, blues is just, it's just, like, something I fucking love. And, you know, and I definitely know has an influence on a lot of my music creativity. Something about free flow that makes the music better. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, if you at least can kind of keep a, you know, kind of like a beat going, like, in your mind, like, you know, that free flow beyond that really does kind of add more of the free-spirited sense of it. And honestly, sometimes just making music on the cuff can sometimes be better than really hardcore trying to think about it. It used to be really difficult for me to just kind of really think of something to, like, play and make. But honestly, now that I've been playing for the bass, at least more persistently lately, I've noticed that I can easily, you know, just off the vibe, you just make, you know, just pop off a random little beat. And every time it's something a little different. I'm able to do something a little different. Getting the vibe is even more important than practicing one particular song. Yeah. Like, I mean, that's why warming up is really important for me, you know, because, you know, when you warm up, don't really just, like, do anything particular. Just start playing something, kind of feel what that vibe is, and then, you know, go into practice. You know, once you start getting that vibe set in, you know, that's when, you know, you can kind of start practicing on one particular song, because then you can kind of start having the creativity vibe and flows going around musically. You know, so it definitely does help to just, you know, at first just get the vibe, you know, before starting, you know, with your playing. Because even when I was, like, in high school playing band and in band class and shit, like, you know, we would be warming up for, like, 15 minutes or whatever. And people usually just kind of, like, goof off for, like, a little bit, warm up for, like, 1 minute and just kind of sit there. I would actually just kind of warm up by playing random things. I would, like, think about different themes or, you know, songs in my head that I could potentially practice and play with or around with, and, you know, just kind of establish a vibe for my, you know, to kind of get right into playing. You know? So, you know, it's just like, you know, like, just that's definitely a very key thing. Just like, if you're not in the vibe of, you know, playing music, you're not really going to be as invested in actually making it, and it's not going to be as good. Like, you actually got to be in the vibe and be invested in actually doing it. Especially if you're going to be persistent on you know, going and moving forward with that. I mean, the one thing that's really kind of stopped me from outright recording shit is mainly just the lack of other instruments to actually make a full-fledged song. Like, if I could probably rummage up, like, a makeshift, like, drum kit thing out of buckets and stuff. Which, actually, that'll really add a very interesting aesthetic to it. But, you know, it'd be an interesting start. But, you know, at the same time, I also want things like a MIDI controller, stuff like that. And, you know, something I can actually work on making my own beats on top of, you know, creating music as well. Mainly just basic, you know, like, more... I don't know yet, really. You know, it's just like, you know, I want to explore that. You know, see if there's anything I can work with that. If it gets Slow Dusty Road sound like it, the intro to a Western film where a fight's about to happen. Yeah, I got, I think, yeah, there was actually something else I was doing last night that had a similar aesthetic that someone was saying. I can play that really quick. I remember what it was. It was, yeah, here it is. Johnny Cash is making... Don't put me on that pedestal. That's too much. Record that one and upload it. I did it last night, and I mean, I know what the riff is. I wonder what that twang will add to it. I wonder what that will do for it. Should go ahead. It doesn't really work in the middle of any of that. It's not much of a song that I can add the twang into, but I can probably. I get to see two of the guys with Kios, John Garcia and Nico Olvera. Olvera used to play Queen of Stone Age. It's a big album, Songs of Death. Like I said, like every musician you meet always somehow has a relation to Queens of the Stone Age. Always. Okay, there it was. What the fuck was that? Look like a shadow of the person because of the lighting. All I see is a hat and looks dope. Yeah. I mean, I would have the light on, but that thing produces, like, you can kind of see it right there. And that thing produces a lot of heat because that shit's from the 80s, I'm pretty sure. And if I had it on me, it would just be... So I'd just be like, yeah, that wouldn't really work as well. Not for my own sake. For you guys, it works just fine. But for me, it would just be like, oh God, actually try to start working on some lyrics for this, because this is a song this is something I actually want to make into a fucking song, and I'm just trying to figure out because the aesthetic I wanted to be is literally just have the whole idea of like we're in a fucking clown show. So obviously like a clown world, clown show, like Idiocracy effect type of thing. I'm thinking of all like these aesthetics, and I'm trying to figure out like at least like a basic, line to kind of work in to get me an idea where I can go with. That's kind of the idea. Front row ticket to the freak show. Wait, front row ticket to the freak show. What could go with that? Front row ticket to the freak show. See, the lyrics are the ones that's most difficult, because that's the one I'm actually trying to think of. And that's the one that ends up being the most difficult for me, in a sense, because it's like, because I have to think about, like, rhyming, flow. I have to also think about timing, and all that shit. So if I make, like, one little thing, make it a non last line pay. Not the last one, the one right before it. That one. I mean, I might do that one at least just as a little gap, because I can probably make some percussion shit out of that one. Best one. Well, G actually is like my favorite key anyway, or D and G, because this is D, but this is G. So pretty much anything within these, like all that, like I can work with a lot, pretty easily. So, plus it makes really cool sounds. Plus I could do like Slavic stuff. Oh yeah, all that. Expand on it. Yeah, that's it. I mean, these are definitely like a lot of the times why I play a lot of different little riffs, especially over and over on here, even for my own benefit. Just because it's definitely, because it's like, I could work on this. I want to work on it a little more. So I'll just keep working on it, and then I'll be like, alright, I know that I did this on a stream, so I can just go back and go find it, and then I can learn it again. And, so if I forget it. But usually, for the most part, I haven't really forgotten any of the main riffs I've been playing, as of late. So, and plus, this is actually one I've learned a while ago. been a while, so I'm a little rusty on it, but... Try that one more time. There we go. Let's try to go back to those root notes on those. Especially coming from right up here. Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. I'm actually, the original song is a Russian folk song called Katushka. And that's the actual line for it. It's actually a fun little line, and it's a nice little polka Slavic jiv, whatever, whatever it would be called, a little folk song. But overall, I do like a lot of Slavic style folk music anyway, because again, a lot of it resides in the G and the D keys, and in those chords and rhythms and sounds. And it's very fun to play around with because it really makes some really cool music and really cool sounds. It's really awesome aesthetics, tones. Like, I want to try to get some of that shit on electric, honestly. Ooh, I bet that would make some intense sounds. Take a shot. If I had liquor, I would do so, but I don't. Like, if I had liqueur, I would definitely be taking a shot, but unfortunately I do not. I did a shot of Hendrix gun. Nice. You know what? I might be able to. Yeah, I don't know. I might grab a drink. Hendrick's gin. Oh, well. Hendrick's Gun sounds like a type of liquor anyway. It sounds like it'd be like a bourbon or like a rum. Hendrick's Gun. Hendrick's Gun rum. I love gin. Yeah, I should. Next time I get some liqueurs, I have to delve into the world of gin. I haven't really had gin that much. I've had it before, but not. I mean, it's not really been one I've expanded on, really. So it's definitely something I think next time I'll go get. I'll be like, I haven't tried gin, so just show me the gins and what you recommend, and I'll just kind of decide what and see when I'm at over the check stand and stuff, Be like, cool. Set me up with the gins, see what we got. Check one out, see what piques my interest. Because the gins I've had, I definitely liked, but I haven't really had any like gins outright that I can know what it is and tell you what it's about. I got 3 liquor bottles in my nightstand: Johnny Walker Black Label Scotch, Patrick Patel Tequila, and Hendrick's Gin. Because of the soup button over here, I probably couldn't see what that said, so what the fuck. What the fuck? Fudge. I want to go see if that video uploaded. I'll take y'all with me. First kill that bull really quick, because I'll come back and kill it off later. It ain't? Well, that's why I'm going to go check on it and make sure I click the publish button. Because a part of me feels like I forgot to click that. Which is kind of why earlier in the stream I was like, I should go, make sure it's doing all that. Here, since it ain't, I'll let y'all get a taste of the video, too. Get a taste of the content, though. The taste of content. Tasty, delicious content. I probably spooked Robert because he went to bed early. He's like, what the fuck? Okay. And there goes my tea bottle from last night that I didn't recycle yet. As you notice, I literally have like a jug of tea that I'll just have with me at like all times at my house. Just because why not? Blah, blah, blah. Ah. Well, looks like it went through for the most part. Return to editing. Sure. Changes. Yeah, okay, yeah. Public. Yeah, but it seems to yeah. Yeah, it seems like it all should be working now. Yeah, it's up. Must have just uploaded then.
Alright. Oh man, I think everyone knows what this is about to be.
Yeah. Yeah, let me skip to a video clip. Oh god, like where do I start getting into a clip? Oh, is this it right here?
Because I guarantee you did it first time. I mean, I don't know or doubt it, but most likely. Oh god, trending for me, Holy War.
Oh yeah. So while on there's one called Trends for You, and the first thing was literally hashtag Holy War. And I was like, oh god, I don't want to know. Cheeto Christ, stupid czar. That was another one. Oh God. I think this was one I was delving in. Yeah, okay. I finally found a clip. I just want. This is actually. I should have done this before I uploaded. God is. What a weird way to pause.
If it involves Israel, it's evil. So it's just like, oh, we must.
If it involves Israel,
it's downright scary.
Okay, audio's good. All right, so everything should be all right then. All right. It's downright scary.
Was I even like going at Wiles anymore at that point? Like, holy shit.
Oh, I just ended my rant on there. Yeah, that was an. Oh man, yeah. Well, it's up now. I'm gonna skip a little bit.
Whatever. But let's just get the first statement.
Have me on for the GLP one. Hey, if I ever get to him, I will have you on that one.
Simply just it has been sterilized. That's it. How? How? How is that being done? Is there like chemtrails or something that is like creating a sterilization gas that, or is there like a pill that's being given out? Like what is this? Like how is this happening? Oh my god. Oh my god.
It's now, Satan is now coming in to fill the vacuum.
I wish I had that fucking religious demographic stuff because 70% of the country is Christian. So,
yeah, that's not even, that's 5932 in. And there's 2 hours and 2 minutes and 48 seconds of this shit, by the way. So, it's a juicy one. Ah! What a doozy. What a doozy. I'm just realizing that I just had to do that earlier. And now I'm just like, oh God. Oh. Ugh. Oh, I can't believe it. We went through it. I went for the Sludge Fest. I'm going to make sure that I want to have this Night Crew on. Oh, what the fuck? So that's the box they're talking about. Everyone mentions. Damn, son. Ooh. Oh, here's when the lightning and all that shit was going on. Oh.
Alright. I just want to see if I can find some flashes, because that would be cool. We can see some flash. Flip the camera. Is it flipped? Yeah, it's flipped, okay.
I want to make sure that this is actually public, because I like the lightning that's going on.
Where's the thunder? Or at least where would the flashing come from? I'm just going to be out here for a little bit, just to check it out.
I know what happened.
Everything else Elon Musk is doing is bad, but Neuralink is literally the work of CIA. Yeah, I mean, again, because I think Elon Musk overall, I think, him, like, on a personal level, I think actually, it tends, kind of a good intention, but overall, I just don't, it's just like, I mean, maybe it's just a consequence of him having to, be complicit in the current way the system is, or because of
I'm gonna skip for this. Is there a way to skip 10 seconds through?
Various different things. So, once these Greeks even believed, there's gods.
This goes and shit. I'm trying to just skip to the.
Oh, I'm pretty sure If I'm not mistaken, I think I saw very light, subtle flashes going on. Oh my god!
Oh, that was insane.
Oh, that like made my heart skip a beat, dude. Oh, how loud is that gonna be? Oh shit!
It got louder. It obviously got louder later. Damn. Hey, at least it showed that. That was awesome. That was pretty intense to see that. Actually, let me go to the everything's saved here. Let me go to the bring on the thunder. Because actually, I want to put the timestamps on when the strikes happened. I'm just gonna do that really quick. I'm doing side stuff now, guys. I'm doing that.
Now, I'm glad I kind of went inside because it's raining like fucking balls. But now, like, shit's intense when the thunder strikes, bro. It's getting to the point where it's like getting to be like 5 miles away, dude. Like, it's like, boom, at. Oh, like, ooh, a little bit. And,
Oh! Ooh, that was the... Oh, yeah, that was a big one. I'm going to put that at 0:30. Let's hear this one.
ooh, like that. 2, 3, 3 miles. Oh, shit! Holy fuck, dude! Holy shit!
Oh, that shit was insane.
The thunder!
Bring on the thunder! Oh, here's the second one.
I just feel like it's still gonna get more intense. Like I said in the beginning of this, I wasn't gonna talk, but now I'm just continuing to talk. Man, this is insane.
Where is it?
I'm gonna try to help get my phone dry, but I don't think it's helped.
Where would it be?
Either way,
Where was
like
it?
seeing some.
Where'd it go? Oh, I know it was, Oh, here it is. Is that it right there? I can't even... Sometimes I can't even tell because most of this is blackness. I know there's a way to do it. Last night? Yeah, this was from last night, dude. I'm trying to get the timestamps on here so I can...
Man, this is insane. I'm gonna try to help get my phone dry. Crackerous and powerful. Man, what's that one? Man, it is.
Oh, right here.
Oh.
5:37, okay. Well, I'll do 5:35. 36. I want to hear this one.
Oh. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh my god.
That was, I'm pretty sure that was by my old elementary school when that one hit. Because that one was like, here.
Oh man, it is just. Oh.
Yeah, that was literally less than a second. I'm just like, oh fuck! That's insanely powerful! There's one near the end, I know. There's only like 3 of them as far as I know. So let me,
Water now because of how wet and rainy it is.
Probably near the end here.
Yeah, whatever's happening, I guess it's all behind us now. Behind us now.
Oh, yeah, here.
Boy, it wasn't. That was kind of far away, wasn't it? So you get like the flashes of thunder. Oh!
I'm just like, every time it happens, I'm like, oh! Oh, shit! 3.
That was kind of far away, wasn't it? Oh, that was... Yeah, they're all behind us now.
Yeah, that was like to my north. But, yeah, okay. Got them all time stamped.
I'm gonna kind of let it play for a little bit and... Oh! Like that. 2, 3... 3 miles! Oh! Oh! Oh!
I love my reactions. They're just like, oh shit! The reactions, I think, are what make it really awesome. But I loved, like, how powerful that was. Or just how all that shit was just like, boof. It was amazing. Why? Why what? There is a confusion to this. God, a lot of these on this I need to, like, publicize. Oh, Dios mío. I'll have to work on that later. So it's all uploaded. Just gotta refresh, make sure all good. Yep. Cool. All the videos are good. Boom. Sweet. Okay, cool. Well, that'll do for now. Oh, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of this place. This dastardly zone of debauchery and sin. Alright. Why? I don't know what you mean by why, but I can sympathize. But denying or trying. There's my lid. Look for the lid for my weed. Lid for the weed, yeah. Yeah, come on. Stuff in here, little bud. Little buddets. I like these little buds because they're just like tiny little nuggets, so they can like slide in perfectly into this little grinder. It's actually kind of nice. It's just like slide in, whoop. Just find a little hole, just kind of squeeze it in there. Just find a little hole and just squeeze it in there. Sweet. Grounded to perfection. Well, I think I'll probably wrap it up for tonight after I smoke this nice little bowl here. Just considering things are now a little slow for tonight. Plus, you got a nice little juicy bunch of contento for this week. Got inspired to deal with that shit. Now I'm gonna probably work on a little thing I wanted to be working on for a little bit. Actually, if you watch my last Ignorance, I just got uploaded. it will be it'll be mentioned in there, because I want to delve into the into overpopulation and actually kind of go into research and study into that, and kind of like have my position and opinion kind of talked about, and actually have like other people, you know, have their positions thought out, and kind of like a more broader discussion. Probably maybe have like a friend with me to talk about it as well. So I don't know, it'll be something worth considering. Oh, is there a little hair in there? Oh, it's just on my finger. Get it off. Well, have tea on standby. Nice. Sometimes I just kind of love the good old taste of weed. Hey, let's final note. Let's see what Crazy Bitch has to say since she's on.
From specifically the nitric oxide, because that makes your arteries wide and flexible. It increases your circulation. Does all of those good things. And you can get it in Super Beets. In fact, they've done 11 clinical trials, and one of the things that they discovered when they were putting all of this together is that Super Beets goes above and beyond eating regular beets, other beet powders as well. In fact, one scoop has the nitric oxide equivalent of 3 whole beets, right? They were given this award by the Nutrition Business Journal for their
Guaranteed to be bullshit. Peddling snake oil. What do you know? Snake oil salesman. Snake oil saleswoman. They're buying your snake oil, they'll taunt tootin' you what? Tell you what, boy. What should I say lastly on this part, Dana Loesch? Mr. Loesch, I tell you what, I am buying your snake oil. A bunch of horse bullshit. It's a bunch of horse and bullshit. It's a mixture of different animal shit. That's how shitty it is, I tell you what. Anyway, getting out of here, so peace out. And I'll see y'all in the next one. God, I got a real southern twang going on now. God damn.